Picture this. You're 12 years old, alone on Mount Katahdin, Maine's tallest, most unforgiving peak. Fog swallows the air, thick as smoke. Jagged rocks tear at your skin. The wind howls, carrying the distant growl of a bear. You're cold, starving, and lost. This was Donn Fendler's reality in July 1939. A Boy Scout from Rye, New York, separated from his family in a sudden storm, facing 9 days of hunger, fear, and a mountain that shows no mercy. His sneakers slip on wet stone. His breath comes in ragged gasps. The wilderness tightens its grip. Welcome to Phantom Archived, where survival defies the impossible. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and step into Donn's nightmare. How does a boy stand against a mountain that breaks grown men? Let's find out. Mount Katahdin isn't just a mountain. It's a beast, rising 5,269 feet inside Baxter State Park. Its granite cliffs tower like fortresses over Maine's wild north. Storms strike without warning. Fog blinds hikers. Black bears stalk its slopes. Donn Fendler, wiry and restless at 12 years old, thought he knew adventure. A Boy Scout from suburban Rye, New York, he spent summers in Maine, learning knots, fishing, picking up survival tricks. But Katahdin doesn't care about badges or merit. July 17, 1939, Donn sets off with his father, his brothers, and local guide Henry Condon on the Hunt Trail, part of the Appalachian Trail. The sun blazes bright, spirits high. The mountain seems welcoming, but Katahdin's kindness is a lie. July 17, 1939, the Fendler family drives from Rye to Baxter State Park, excitement buzzing. Donn, eager to prove himself. His father, Donald, wants his sons toughened by the climb. Stay close, he warns. Donn nods, gripping his slingshot, eyes bright. The hunt trail starts easy, pine-scented air, birds chirping. Donn and Henry push ahead, racing toward the summit. Then the sky darkens. Fog rolls in, thick and sudden. A storm brews, wind screaming at 40 miles an hour. Donn turns back, thinking he'll find his father. He's wrong. The trail vanishes. He's alone. A boy against Katahdin's wrath. Can he survive the first night? Night falls like a hammer. Katahdin's temperature plummets to 40 degrees, sleet pelting the forest. Donn huddles under a pine, his fleece soaked, sneakers useless. His stomach growls. No food since breakfast. Mosquitoes and black flies swarm, biting his face, crawling into his ears. He sips from a stream, praying it's clean. His Boy Scout training kicks in. Stay calm, find shelter, he whispers. Every rustle is a bear, every shadow a threat. He prays, clutching his knees, fighting panic. In Millinocket, his family sounds the alarm. Searchers, mill workers, Boy Scouts pour into the woods, but Katahdin is vast, and Donn is a speck in its grip. Could you face a freezing night on Katahdin at 12? What's the scariest place you've ever been? Drop your answer in the comments and subscribe to Phantom Archived for more survival epics. The search for Donn grows frantic. Hundreds, mill workers, locals, even New York State Police with bloodhounds combed the mountain. Fog and rain erase tracks. By July 19th, hope fades. Donn's mother, Ruth, prays at Camp Natarswy with Girl Scouts. Donn, unaware, keeps moving. He finds checkerberries, tart but edible. His slingshot fails. Birds are too fast. Day 2 dawns, colder, hungrier. Day 3. Donn's stomach is a hollow ache. He's eaten only berries, maybe a few nuts, barely enough to keep him alive. Katahdin's plants are tricky. Some are poisonous. His Boy Scout training helps. Round leaves, not jagged, he recalls. He climbs a small tree, scraping knees to grab a handful of berries. It's not enough. Thirst gnaws worse. Streams are icy, risky with bacteria. Donn drinks anyway, his lips cracking. Mosquito bites swell into sores. His feet bleed from sharp rocks. At night, he curls under branches, shivering as sleet falls. A bear's growl echoes nearby. "I'm not giving up," he mutters, gripping a stick. The mountain tests his body, but his mind is the real battlefield. Can he hold on? In Millinocket, the search swells to a national spectacle. The New York Times runs front-page stories. President Roosevelt follows updates. Mothers send prayers via Western Union. Donn's father, Donald, leads volunteers through boulder fields, his voice hoarse from shouting. Bloodhounds track Donn's scent to Saddle Springs cliffs, where it vanishes, their paws cut by rocks. He's gone, some whisper. Donald refuses to quit. Donn, meters away, stumbles down an embankment, invisible to searchers. Day 5, his sneakers are shredded, feet raw. He finds a stream, drinks, and follows it, recalling his father's advice. Streams lead to rivers, rivers to people. A snake slithers nearby. He freezes, heart racing. One misstep, and he's done. Can he keep moving? Day 7. Donn's mind frays. Hunger and exhaustion blur reality. He sees his twin brother Ryan in the fog, hears his mother's voice, "Come home, Donn." He shakes his head, tears falling. "I'm trying," he croaks. Hallucinations haunt him, ghostly figures in the mist. He recites Boy Scout oaths to stay sane, clutching his faith. He builds a crude shelter, branches tied with vines. It leaks, but it's something. A squirrel drops a nut. Donn scrambles for it, devouring it. His body weakens, down 16 pounds, per web 3. His spirit clings to life. Katahdin doesn't care. It's waiting for him to break. Will he? Could you fight hallucinations and hunger at 12? Or would despair win? What's kept you going in your darkest moment? Tell us in the comments and subscribe to Phantom Archived for more stories of defiance. Day 8. Donn is a ghost. Skinny, pale, eyes sunken. He's wandered 35 miles, directionless, but driven by instinct. He finds a cleaner stream, drinks deeply. A fish darts near. He tries to grab it, hands too weak. In Millinocket, searchers dwindle, but Donald lights fires, hoping Donn sees the smoke. Donn doesn't. He's too deep, too lost. But something is about to change everything. July 25, 1939, Day 9. Donn lies on the forest floor, barely moving. His body is ravaged, dehydrated, covered in bites, 16 pounds lighter. He's 35 miles from Katahdin's summit. A faint hum catches his ear. A telephone line. Hope sparks. He crawls, following it, legs trembling. "Please," he whispers. Then, voices. A hunting camp near Stacyville. An elderly couple, the McMorrans, spot him, shoeless, nearly naked, collapsing. "My God!" the woman gasps, rushing to him. They wrap him in a blanket, give him water. Donn's eyes flutter, a weak smile forming. Pause. He's found, but is it too late to save him? Triumphant, emotional. The McMorrans paddle Donn across a lake in a canoe, his frail body slumped. They phone his mother, Ruth, who sobs with relief. A crowd gathers in Stacyville, cheering as he's carried to an ambulance. "He's alive!" Donald cries, hugging Ryan. Donn, barely conscious, grips his father's hand. At Bangor Hospital, doctors treat severe malnutrition and insect bites. His Boy Scout skills, following streams, staying calm, saved him. The nation celebrates. The New York Times headlines, "Boy Scout survives Katahdin, but the mountain left scars. Can Donn heal?" In Bangor's hospital, Donn lies in a crisp bed, IVs dripping life back into him. Ruth holds his hand, whispering prayers. Doctors marvel. 9 days with only berries and water at 12 defies odds. Donn gained weight daily. Sores slowly healing. Nightmares plague him. Bears, fog, endless cliffs. He speaks little, haunted by Katahdin shadows. Therapists note resilience, but warn of trauma. Millinocket holds a parade, 8mm footage capturing Donn waving weakly, tears in his eyes. His story grips America. What does it mean to be a hero? Could you carry the scars of 9 days on Katahdin? What's the
toughest ordeal you've overcome? Drop your answer in the comments. I'll feature the most gripping one next episode. Donn's story echoes others, like Lucas, a 12-year-old surviving 11 days in the Amazon in 2022. Get this story on our channel page. Donn's story, though, captivated a nation in 1939, with telegrams flooding Ruth from across the U.S. His survival reshapes Maine. How does a boy become a legend?
By August 1939, Donn is a sensation. Life magazine features him. President Roosevelt awards him the Army and Navy Legion of Valor Medal as the youth hero of 1939. Rye, New York throws a parade. Millinocket follows, crowds chanting his name. His book, Lost on a Mountain in Maine, co-written with Joseph Egan, hits shelves months later, becoming a Maine school staple. Donn visits schools, sharing his story, inspiring kids. Donn's survival wasn't luck. It was will. His Boy Scout training, knots, navigation, and staying calm kept him alive. Follow a stream downhill. He remembered a lesson from his father. He ate checkerberries, built shelters, and prayed, drawing on faith and grit. Studies show Scout training boosts resilience per modern survival research. He faced bears, icy rivers, and hallucinations, yet refused to quit. "I wanted to see my family," he later said. His story becomes Maine's canon. What's next for Donn? Maine believed in miracles. As Donn recovers, his legacy grows. What does it inspire? Donn, now 90 at his death in 2016, lived a full life. World War II, Vietnam, retiring as an Army lieutenant colonel. He spent summers in Maine, speaking to school children, always carrying extra books for those who couldn't afford them. His story, required reading in Maine schools, taught courage. A graphic novel, Lost Trail, was published in 2011. A 2024 film, produced by Sylvester Stallone, brought his tale to theaters. The film, shot partly on Katahdin, captures its raw power. Donn's resilience inspires wilderness safety programs. Could you find the will to survive Katahdin's wrath? What's the greatest challenge you've faced? His book, read by generations, became a survival touchstone. The film, praised for authenticity, moves audiences. Donn's story isn't just survival. It's a beacon. Donn Fendler, a 12-year-old Boy Scout, faced Mount Katahdin's fury and won. 9 days, 35 miles, no food but berries, no shelter but branches. He survived through skill, faith, and an unbreakable will. Phantom Archived brings you stories of defiance. Hit subscribe for more. Next up, Amazon Part 2 or Another Tale of Survival. Comment your pick. Donn's legacy lives in every child who learns to never give up. What's your survival story? Share below, and let's keep the fire burning. Until next time, stay alive.